Hello! Perfidious being here, back to whip out my stopwatch and get full white rabbit on this one, because I am late. I'm late for a very important date in XCOM, War of the Chosen. What date are you late for, Pete? You don't exactly strike me as the social type. Well, you're not wrong. My chances of meeting and falling in love with a beautiful or otherwise not necessarily beautiful significant other are about the same as my odds of not being interrupted during an intro by one of the Chosen, which is to say, basically zero. The date I'm late for, though, you know, I've got an XCOM video that, as we speak, is not currently getting posted because I, you know, didn't notice that the YouTube uploader completely shit the bed overnight. Typically, before I go to bed, I queue up my videos for the next day or day and a half or 2 days to upload, and I did that last night, but I was worked very, very late and was exceptionally tired when that happened, and I didn't notice that the uploader borked one of the videos. So if you guys are wondering where today's video is while I'm recording this video, I'm guessing you're just gonna have to wait, because we're gonna go do what appears to be this covert guerrilla operation. Did I thwart the right one? I should probably pay attention to which one I'm thwarting, actually. No, we don't need the skulljack here, Bradford. Just, would you shut up a minute? Very difficult counters a hidden dark event. Now, there was a particular dark event I recall that we were looking to negate. I don't think it was the collectors. It wasn't gone to ground. Was it the collectors? Chosen always attempt to capture soldiers. I don't really care. Like, I want more Chosen. I kind of do. Operation Ghost Wagon is protected device for 245 supplies that counters a hidden dark event. You only have 9 enemies, which means we're almost certain to encounter the Viper leader over here. What's our other one? I remember thinking, man, there's one we just absolutely must thwart, but I don't. None of these seems like one that we would have said to ourselves, no, this is the one that must be thwarted, because none of these seem particularly bad at all. 78 intel. Or Colonel Ivar Nilsson, whom we can't actually use. We don't care about any of these. We also don't care about any of the rewards. Normally when it comes down to a situation of it's an ambivalence scenario where all of the dark events are nothing you give a shit about. You just pick whichever reward you want most, but all of these rewards also suck. If they had an engineer or a scientist, I mean, I'd take that. If Ivar Nilsson happened to be a skirmisher, I'd probably add another Vin Diesel to the roster, but none of those things seem appropriate. I guess we'll just do this one because we're here? We did just have an advent loot, which means, okay, are there any situation, like any sit reps? No. Alright, I guess we'll do this one then because, hey, extra materials and storage chests, which, now that I think about it, I'm not sure we've ever puzzled out how to totally collect.
We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
I mean, okay. Do I want to fight all of this stuff and an avatar? I kinda don't, no. Turop can't go on this mission, or can he? Alright, that's it then. Xander Cage and Turop are ready to work. They're gonna be the powerhouse dynamic duo that's leading the team. Riddick, your boy, is still out. Yeah. Beardo is down for the count for one more day, so I think we'll let you take a break. Jackie D, let's get you in here. Groot is always ready to work. Taylor Reese, we've got you on the scene, and I guess we're gonna round things out with the old Iron Giant. Looks that way. Make utility items available. Let's make weapons available. We'll, of course, make armor available. Not that we... I don't even know why I clicked this button. We haven't built any of the unusual armors. Making it available is beyond pointless. Xander Cage, let's give you advanced repeater, advanced scope, advanced auto loader. Seems acceptable. You do that. We're going to trade bullets for accuracy on you. Babylonian, what do you got up here? Captain Many Tongues. You going to build a tower so high that it's spites the gods? Is that your whole goal? You have an advanced expanded magazine. Scope, hair trigger, and auto loader. These all kind of suck, actually. Just take this one, I guess. What do we want to give you for a backup weapon? Dragonfire rounds are interesting, but we're also going to need at least one mimic beacon, and I feel like you're a pretty good guy for that. In case something goes terribly wrong, we always have our bonus action opportunity to get you to deploy that emergency mimic beacon. I think we hold out and go with that route. Where are all of our good guns, though? Jackie D, somebody's got to tote the med kit. You don't really strike me as a medical professional. At least not a legitimate one. Hey, what are you talking about, Pete? I got a degree from the University of Fuck You. That's where I got my degree. They call me Dr. Jackie. Isn't it Nurse Jackie? Hey, don't be calling me. What are you trying to say, Pete? You trying to say I'm a nurse? What? Why am I a nurse? What, do I come off as feminine too? Jeez, okay, Mr. Overreaction. So what if it is feminine? This is, you know, this isn't 1994 where a gangster has to be concerned about their sexuality. It's okay to just openly embrace it. This is 2018, dude. You can choose whatever identity you want. You want to dress up like Edie Falco and dance around with EEG leads glued to the bottom of your shoes in like an impromptu tap session? Do it. Nobody's gonna care. Shit, you videotaped that, posted on YouTube. Yeah, that's like 1 million hits. Recreating the scene from Nurse Jackie where they put on the little tap show? That'll get you some big views, dude. You could make like $6, $7 maybe with some YouTube ad revenue on that. Assuming YouTube allows you to monetize the video, which they probably won't. They're getting fairly stringent about that. It's okay if, you know, large channels come on and show video of suicides or, you know, drop the N-bomb. That kind of stuff, all that's cool. But bad actors like you, dude who wants to just recreate a scene from Nurse Jackie where you do a quick, like, tap dance, this is unacceptable. You, sir, do not deserve money. You should not be paid for the effort you spent choreographing that little dance number. Nah, you don't deserve it. Instead, we're going to take that money and we're going to give it to somebody who does a hilarious prank video where they run over someone with a car. As a prank. It's hilarious. Vehicular manslaughter. It's nothing funny.
We got a last-minute tip that Advent has additional materials stashed somewhere in the AO, but we don't have an exact position. The clock is ticking.
I should very much like to find those bonus materials, Bradford. You've intrigued me. I'm not gonna lie. So if we have 11 enemies on this mission, what are the odds? They also apparently stashed a large number of explosives nearby, too. Since I see lots of stuff that is designed to explode when struck by a projectile weapon. Maybe they were just doing their due diligence. Excuse me? Well, we will now, because you just spawned all of the turrets in the universe. Perfect. Why did I not get tipped off to that civilian? Because I definitely should have been able to see that civilian was there. Why does he not have... Maybe he did have the vision cone and I just didn't spot it. You know, I should give the game the... You know what? I was going to say I should give it the benefit of the doubt. That's patently untrue. I should not give it the benefit of the doubt. The game does not deserve the benefit of the doubt. It's betrayed me far too many times. Are we going to be able to kill this super heavy turret with one shot? The answer is no. But if we whiplash it first, assuming that lash hits, which it did, we should then be able to follow that up with a kill shot. Or in this case, an irritate it but don't actually kill it shot. That's the best kind of shot. A don't actually get the job done shot. That's the kind of shot I vastly prefer. Get most of the way home shot. It did still have all of its armor. Yes, I suppose that's true. Knockaround guy, you can't see the other turret. You are technically in cover, albeit bad cover. We could use a mimic beacon here to guarantee we stay safe, but we got a lot of relatively powerful enemies on this map. I'm thinking we may want to conserve that. Let's just take our chances. If we get shot, we get shot. Groot may have to take one for the team here. Okay, well, we're going to have to get up there to the device relatively quickly, because with the gatekeeper pounding away at that, it ain't going to last long. And, of course, we were struck, because why wouldn't we be? We're going to have to make pretty good time here. Gatekeeper pounding away at the device means that device is not going to be long for the world. Xander Cage. You do not have... Did we not bring anybody with blue screen rounds? I'm pretty sure we didn't. How many shooters can we get on this thing? Because we're going to need, like, all of them. We're doing 3 damage a shot. That thing's got 12 health. That means we need not just 4 shooters, but 4 hits. We could always go for an emergency lash, I suppose. What I don't want to do is accidentally activate another pod. If anybody is going to do that, I mean, we may as well do it with the guy who's already injured. Okay, he's okay. We can get him now. Go ahead and start shooting then. Maybe execute it? Perfect. Well, it would have been perfect if you hadn't gotten your ass kicked first, but... Dr. Jackie. Paging Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie to the OR. Dr. Jackie to the OR. There's an Edie Falco impersonation that's requiring your presence. Dr. Falco, please report. Not to be confused with the singer Falco. You don't want to make that... You confuse Edie Falco and 80s sensation Falco, who gave us the lovely Putting on the Ritz. You confuse those two, there's going to be some guys who just show up at your house, and they are not going to be happy. See, the gatekeeper's still over there working. We got very lucky in that the guy's shooting at the codex that took a shot at our device there. Came up with the whiff. This should activate a pod. It did not activate a pod. I sort of wanted it to. I mean, this almost certainly will. Can we afford to wait another turn? You know what? We'll split the difference. If we pop it... Yeah, there we go.
The bound advent approach.
Oh, well, no, that could have been... You know what? Just eat my blood, XCOM. One pod would have been fine, but, you know, every other pod remaining on the map is a little egregious. Well, no reason to not get close then, I guess. So, Taylor Reese, you are going to be deploying a Mimic Beacon. Also, we would like you to still do some damage. So let's have you... The only person you can wrath into is you can't wrath that Archon. I would love an explanation on that bullshit. Well, Xander Cage, you're going to be using your Battle Lord ability. There's never going to be a better time. So that's your bit. BFG. There really isn't anywhere even good for you to be. You can't justice anything. Interrupt potentially gives the enemies an extra turn, so I'm kind of loath to use that. I'm actually really terrified to use that ability now, just because every time I use it, I'm afraid I'm going to give the enemies a bonus turn. Beat, that only happened the one time. Yeah, but how many times does it have to happen before everybody's dead? One is one too many. We're going to be in some serious trouble at the end of this turn. What can you wrath to? You can wrath to the Archon. Please do so. We're going to have you wrath. Then we're going to have you whiplash. It's good that the man who's got to do all of our heavy lifting, by the way, is also the man who was grievously injured. That's basically perfect. You know what? Yes, whiplash the Purifier. And what can you justice? No, don't justice the Purifier. If you pull him over there, it won't kill him. But if he explodes when he dies, you're completely boned. I think instead, why don't you throw a grenade at one of the... Maybe throw a grenade at this Muton? Can you hit the Muton and the Purifier? A twofer, so. Anybody else offering a twofer over here? Oh. Wow, we're in, actually, straight up Shitsville. Well, you could kill that man. You're not going to kill the Purifier unless you critical, which you have 0 chance to do. Well, rather than kill anything, let's soften a bunch of stuff up. We do have a Retribution guy standing in the open next to an enemy. In theory, we might be able to get a Retribution hit on something. So, knock around. If you go at that Muton, that will not work. That move is a bad move. It's going to get you stabbed in the brain. Taylor Reese also has a Mimic Beacon, and as I'm looking at the scenario, we might need it. We can probably kill the Muton. We can definitely... Well, okay, we have a very poor chance. This mission The double activation there was greatly inconvenient. Who can we justice? I don't want to justice a purifier, though, thank you. The Codex is just going to empty our weapon. This guy will probably shield, so we need to... You know what? We'll be okay. One Mimic Beacon can get us through as long as we can kill this Mutant. Which we did. So, Xander Cage, you're going to... We should have had you Battle Lord, I guess, when more enemies were visible. After each enemy in line of sight takes a turn, take an immediate action. You know what? I'm not going to Battle Lord. I'm thinking about just wrathing. Who can I wrath? Not a Muton. Nope. Not gonna happen. We're not gonna do that. I think we just go on Overwatch. And then we have Jackie run up and just deploy the Mimic. You do not have a Mimic Beacon, though, sir. I hate literally every single thing. Well, I guess we'll use the interrupt ability because I moved the wrong unit. So a bunch of people are going to get their weapons emptied by the... Oh, this is what happens when I'm in a hurry, by the way. This is... Groot's just going to get killed. Like, Groot is just dead. He's going to get shot by like 14 people. I was relying on that Mimic Beacon to be there, and the Mimic... Did we just... We actually just killed that Codex with feedback. That's very intriguing. So it hit us with an AoE attack, and the AoE attack made it take feedback damage from every single person, and the Muton didn't go? No, we have a reaction move. Well, I'm going to try and whiplash the Muton. Doesn't really matter now, because all we really did was get rid of his shield. We could move ourselves out of the slop and go stand next to Groot and try and be a target. Alternatively, I mean, that's just going to miss, though. Well, Jackie, you fucked the Mimic Beacon. Actually, you didn't have a Mimic Beacon. Who was it that had the fucking Mimic Beacon? I have no idea what that guy's doing, by the way. You're going to get Retribution, which is nice. Well, I mean, it would have been nice if that ability ever hit shit. This is a guaranteed critical, though. Oh, just knock the fuck out. Meanwhile, damage continues to accrue, and there's also more guys on the roof. That Purifier fell back towards aid. He fell back towards help. Taylor Reese, I need you to move over here, and I need you to justice this man. Please don't miss. We're already playing like shit. Perfect. I mean, it was a 50% chance to hit, Pete. What do you want? Well, what I wanted was I wanted to hit him. That's what I want. We're gonna throw a grenade here. Oh, that's gonna hit Groot, huh? What tile is he in? So that we don't... Because he's definitely not in the tile that you're claiming he's in. Little mix there. Somebody's also got to get Groot off the ground, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Somebody may want to pick him up. Jackie's going to reload. Maybe take a shot here. That's a dead Muton. I'm very troubled about the way that ability interacts. Like, the interaction between Retribution and the Muton's counterattack ability. It should work effectively. It should work the same as Blade Storm, but it doesn't. It actually works destructively. Yeah, you guys are fucking tearing shit up here, huh? Turop, you think you could maybe pull this guy over so we can shoot him to death? Now that his tree is gone? But the Retribution ability actually works destructively with Blade Storm, and that it makes it objectively, it's worse. Like, having Retribution is worse than not having it. This guy should die. He's gonna run away from 3 people who have Retribution. And one of them managed to connect, but sure enough, one was sufficient. You are not gonna get close enough to set us on fire. Can't really take too many more turns of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to go distract that thing. So, Turop, that's a you job then. We need you to distract that gatekeeper, if you could, please. So, grapple to the roof of this building.
Utilizing hook.
How many guys are over here? Oh, you know, like 70. Where did all these guys come from? I remember being told there were 11 people on this mission, but, you know, call me crazy, it seems like there's more than 11 people here. I don't want to call your math to account, but somebody should call you to account, because clearly you can't. Jackie, you're going to be throwing a Mimic Beacon. In fact, we're probably going to have to deploy both of our Mimic Beacons on this turn. If you wrath over to that Purifier... I hate Purifiers. Well, I mean, I hate basically everything, but I really hate Purifiers. So if we're going to Battle Lord, like, here's the time. Also, we're going to be out of ammo. Yeah, just activate them and get them over here. Honestly, I could use the free actions. And Battle Lord. You know what? If you're going to do that, before you Battle Lord, let's get you up here. You can only see 3 people from there, and you can see 4 from here. You know what, then? Battle Lord right here.
What I know, this I know best.
Who has our other Mimic Beacon? Okay, Taylor Reese, you're gonna just throw that now, otherwise I'm gonna fuck it up. Like, just get it out there, throw it now. Take no chances that we make another mistake and don't get our second beacon down. We need that beacon. Iron Giant has, like, our entire team, by the way, has no bullets whatsoever. Nobody brought any bullets. Sure, that codex killed itself, but it also emptied every weapon on the map. Not helpful. Well, we do have a method for guaranteed damage. If this criticals, it'll kill that Purifier, and he's real irritating. Good. Also, we're getting a lot of free shots, which I like. Don't shoot at the gatekeeper, he's shielded. You know what? Let's do this. Why don't you get a Wrath that's got any kind of chance of hitting? You can Wrath this elite trooper and maybe get him. We're gambling big time here. We're going to Wrath over to an elite trooper, and then this will not kill him. We're going to hope that our Retribution Strike can actually finish him off, which is honestly a terrifically big gamble. You're throwing a Mimic. Can we Wrath this? Okay, we could Wrath this Elite Lancer, and that will kill him. Yeah, I see it. It's also on fire, by the way. Is that a bad thing? It's probably alright. We typically make those devices out of asbestos, don't we? Asbestos is good at, it's like really protective for, I want to throw this where it can be seen. So, you can see this, and you can see that. I need both of you to shoot it, but also I need you guys to, like, that shield bearer. What if we put it here? I want the shield bearer to be able to see it. I'd like that officer to potentially also be able to see it. Okay, so you're going for that guy. That's acceptable. I don't even think you'll be able to kill him in one shot. Not quite. I mean, you made a good effort, and now we get to reload. That was a free reload. Do you have a repeater? You do. I mean, yes, take the shot. It's probably going to do 1 damage, but we're farming. We're trying to get the execution here. We did not. That's our goal, though. We're trying to get the execution. You're going to shoot at this Mimic Beacon on the roof. We have another action. I'm not shooting at you again. I'm going to Wrath over... Actually, Wrath into that shield bearer is not a bad idea. In fact, it's so not a bad idea, I'm just going to do it. Get shanked. And then I may, with my next action, just try and shank you again, because we should get another Battle Lord bump here. You're going to come shoot at this Mimic Beacon. So you shot at the one that's on the roof. Did not expect that. Don't miss. Unbelievable retribution actually worked, though. I'm confounded. I can't believe that worked. Now all we have to do is figure out how the hell to kill a gatekeeper in one turn. I mean, that's not going to be an easy trick. We can drop that shield bearer through a roof, I think. And we're not going to get anything else out of the Iron Giant here, so... Take this plasma grenade, pitch it onto the roof. Don't hit Xander Cage with it, though. I said don't hit Xander Cage. That is acceptable, however. Again, not a kill shot here, but we'll get some cheap damage out of dropping him through the floor. Pretty sure we dropped Xander Cage through the floor, too. Yeah, because that's exactly how that collapse should have occurred. Not at all 100%. I'm tired of your bullshit, XCOM. Okay, I'm just like I've had an ass full of your nonsense. Really, at this point, enough. Beg your pardon? I mean, it's nice that he got under fire, but why did he get opportunity fire at all? What prompted that? I guess he was on Overwatch, which is fine, but we didn't move. Does he have covering fire? That's the only explanation there that makes any kind of sense at all, is that that was a covering fire Overwatch shot. We're going to have to stand in the open again. We got to get rid of this Gatekeeper's armor if we're going to kill it. We're taking too much damage here. Why are you taking so much damage, Pete? Well, one, we got kind of a bad pod spawn, but two, also skirmishers just suck. One can't really overestimate the power of skirmishers are really not very good. So we have 2 people left to shoot, and they're not going to be able to hit this thing enough to kill it under almost any circumstance. Yeah, we're really probably not going to get any armor penetration either. Even if we hit him with every single shot, we don't have enough damage here. Like, we literally have to hit every single shot, and we're definitely not going to, because some of those shots are real bad. Well, we can zero in, I guess. Thank God somebody is a fucking hero. Yeah, you're gonna get shot too. Everybody gets shot this mission. That's the rule, I guess. It's just everybody gets one. I hate every single thing, by the way. Pete, you don't have any bullets in your gun. Yeah, I know. It's just, this is what happens when you... This is what happens with skirmishers, because they suck. Maybe you're just playing bad, Pete. I mean, there's definitely some of that too, but I think all things being equal, I'm not playing any worse this campaign than I have in any previous campaign. The only variable in the equation here is, you know, skirmishers. That they're on my team, and that they're really not very good.
I bring aid.
Could you bring me some aid? Kool-Aid, specifically. Probably if I'm... Great shot. What's the hit percent chance on this? Let's try and... What the fuck? Why does this guy get an action every time we miss? Oh, he's using return. I wonder how many times that could chain. So it's return fire then. That's why he got a shot. That explains what happened earlier, but... I wonder how many times you could retribution a chain fire, return fire. Like, if I take a swing, he returns fire every time I miss. How many shots could I potentially give him? I hate everything. Mostly skirmishers, though, because they seem like, of the specialist class, easily the worst. And not only that, but they're worse than, say, 3, possibly 4 of the base classes. You know, like Pete, there are only 4 base classes. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking they may be literally the worst class in the game. I'm struggling to come up with something worse. Scions, potentially, I suppose, could be worse. Although, I mean...
soldier that joined us from the Resistance is certainly a quick study.
What soldier?
Having already surpassed some of our other soldiers' capability.
Yeah, Jackie D has... Well, I mean, all of our soldiers joined us from the Resistance, so I don't really understand your codicil. And Battle Lord seems to be... It's the best ability they have. And it's also garbage. Which... That's skirmishers right there in a nutshell. It's the best ability they have, and it's terrible. Although they do seem to have a thing where they're not injured for very long. Like, it doesn't matter that they get hurt a lot. Which is good, because I'm almost... You know what? Like, I think I'm going to take tactical rigging instead of reckoning. Because reckoning is not good. It helps when you're out of ammo, but if my choices are tactical rigging and zero in, or reckoning, I mean, shit, I'll just take them all. Why not? We got ability points. Let's just use them. Tactical rigging is actually more useful than this ability or waylay. Both of these are garbage. Tactical rigging is actually better. And zeroed in, we should have had for most of our team for the entire campaign, because zeroed in is actually good. Like, it's one of the skirmishers' signature abilities, which doesn't say much for skirmishers, I suppose, but... And Groot got Fear of the Chosen for no discernible reason. Don't we have somebody who has a negative trait, by the way? 2-Rop? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what your negative trait is, and I honestly don't care. Just get rid of it. We shouldn't get another mission in the next 5 days, because we've had, like, 6 missions in the last 3 days, so it feels like we're due for a little R&R. It also feels like I'm due for a little R&R so I can bail out of here and go fix the YouTube uploader's mistake. Honestly, Pete, the only mistake you're going to make with the YouTube uploader is uploading this entire episode. And you know what? You're right. It is a mistake.
With all of his talk of the elders dying, I thought we might have caught a break.
Time for today's drunken ramble, Bradford? No, go ahead. Give me the Grandpa Simpson treatment and tell me about the time you had an onion on your belt. Because it was the style at the time.
As far as I can tell.
And nickels back in the day, did they have pictures of bees on them?
If we stop the cure,
give me 5 bees for a quarter, you'd say. And then you'd say about how you're in the episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to watch more cataclysmic mistakes, might consider subscribing as well, because I'm here every single day. Be sure and tip your waiter. Right now, thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.